The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Keller. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Quintez Anderson there to make the grab. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. You got to think this coaching staff has to be absolute. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. This is caught, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
On 1st down, Darby. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Darby. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Morse looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Fielded at the 20. The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And offensively here, you wouldn't know it by looking at it that Marcus Washington is not in the game.
That thought that maybe they would simplify the game plan?
Forget it.
Yeah, forget it is right. True that he doesn't have the game reps, but he definitely knows the plays. He's run them for 4 years, totally familiar with his offense, and now he's executing.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll drop the throw. Open man here, Streets. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Again, the underlying story here, no snaps in 4 years. It seems kind of hard to believe. You almost wonder if there's some type of lingering animosity between quarterback and coach, because there certainly have been a few of those 56-7 type games over the last few years, but much like the Patriots in the NFL, where you see Tom Brady take almost every snap, even at his age, that was the case with Marcus Washington. They'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Streets. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
He continues to make plays, and he looks terrific out there right now. But what I've really liked, the way he's controlled this huddle, playing with a lot of confidence, and that confidence has been transmitted to the rest of the team.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Quintez Anderson there to make the grab. And the Ducks have furthered their advantage. This is really something. For a guy that had 0 touchdown passes in 4 years, heck, 0 passes in 4 years, period, he's come through with 5 touchdown strikes in this semifinal. And there was a lot of talk about maybe them simplifying this offense. Well, forget that. He's done everything that Marcus Washington had done previously and then some. Now after the touchdown, here's Oregon set to kick it off. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go. Do it. Ready. 10 Lobo. General West. Defense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Streets. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This young quarterback does have a support system. He actually heard from Marcus Mariota on social media earlier in the week. Marcus not playing tomorrow, but his Titans host the Colts in their season finale. And you can bet that he's likely glued to his TV set in Nashville watching this one. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Here's a 1st and 10 Oregon. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, Alpha. 2.
He'll look to throw. Oh, wide open is Streets. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The Ducks will come up now on a 1st and goal situation. They'll look to throw again. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Isaiah Streets there to make the grab.
Go, 50, plant. Check, 55, come on. Smooth.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that flag.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock, that was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up as...
On the double. We draw Porter. Hey, wahoo.
Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Parsons. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. He's got another hookup here with Streets. 22 yards there, a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. So much made about the... And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Isaiah Streets. His second touchdown of the night as his... So behind an utterly unbelievable game in the first college start for their senior quarterback, the Oregon Ducks are moving on to play for a national championship on Monday, January the 7th.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
That was a gutsy performance out there tonight. You took us to a national championship when nobody, and I mean nobody, expected you to. And for what it's worth, I'm really glad you stayed 4 years ago.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby, we going to the chip. Woo. One more game, baby.
We got this, man.
Oh, yeah. Football's my life, man. But you got to stay grounded in what's important. So I got a little surprise for you.
Isaiah!
Em, looking good, Emily. Oh, and I'm loving this hat.
Thank you.
Oh.
Absolutely. Is that magenta? Fuchsia? What color is that?
Okay. Hey, I bet he'd probably be good at off the board, huh?
Yeah.
Look, Emily has the best games.
Okay. If you had a unicorn, would you want its mane to be purple or pink?
Well,
Well, these are both tough, but good options. I think I'm gonna have to go with purple.
purple. No, look. You see, look, you don't pick from the options given. All right, the game is in the name. Off the board. Now it's playing. Okay, look, if I had a unicorn, I'd have a mane that matches its horn. Silver.
I'd go with onyx.
Onyx. Okay. I told you she's a pro.
Hey, how are you? Todd Atwood. I'm Emily's dad.
Hi.
Can I talk to you for a second? She's too shy to ask, but Emily wanted to know if you could do something for her in the national championship game.
Yeah, of course. Anything.
She wanted you to throw 3 touchdowns.
3? I thought I said 4.
4 touchdowns. Is that okay?
Well, 4 touchdowns is a lot.
Yeah, but how can you turn down this face? Look at that.
But I'll see what I can do.
Yes!
Don't worry. He'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to see you again.
It was nice to meet you, Emily.
You too.
All right.
We're days away from the national championship game, and there is one big question on everyone's mind. Can lightning strike twice? Last week, we saw a quarterback with no game day experience lead his team to victory in the college football playoffs semifinal. Kyle, is this kid good enough to win a championship?
Not at all.
No?
No, that's it. But hold on. I don't think he has to be. And let me tell you what I mean. There is so much talent on that team on both sides of the ball. Manage the game. Don't make the big mistake. I think they have a real shot. I do.
Kyle, we don't like managers of the game here at the table. Very boring, just like your shirt. I feel you, but I disagree. The team has a ton of talent, but they're going to need this dude to make some plays. They're not going to win if they hand the ball off 50 times.
You two be nice. You, Peter Schrager, do you think he'll rise to the challenge?
I do, as long as the pressure doesn't get to him.
Yeah, for real. He's about to feel that pressure. Listen, there's a lot of weight on this dude's shoulders right now. He wins this game, he punches his ticket to the NFL. He loses, and we'll see, I guess.
And then if you're a coach, how do you handle this? What do you say to a kid that has so much to lose on that field?
Hey, can I talk to you a minute? Sure, Coach. You know, I know it's hard to shut out all the noise. It's a lot of pressure. The only thing that we can control is what's right in front of us. And what's right in front of us is a game of football. Same rules as always. So you gotta take a step back. Right? You gotta breathe it in. You find a way to appreciate this moment, this time with your teammates, take in the crowd. Man, you do that, and everything gets real quiet. All right, so breathe, take it in. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
I got you, Coach. Yeah, thanks.
Good.
Yeah.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the Texas Longhorns taking on the Oregon Ducks. One game to decide it all. It's the College Football Playoff National Championship, and off we go from Levi's Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Longhorns come up 1st and 10. Off play action. Nichols. Open man, here's Foster. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Walker has it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Texas here in the college football playoff looking for what would be their 5th national title. They were a powerhouse back in the 60s and 70s, winning it in 63, 69, and 70. But then they waited 35 years before winning it again in 2005 and haven't won it since. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 1st and 10, Nichols. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They give to Slay here. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Check. Blue draw, Porter. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nichols got his man complete over the middle. That's Shaw. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Longhorns have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Down 7-0. Work to do already as he gets set to begin college game number 2. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Goes back to Streets. This time he's got it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. We saw these two work pretty well together in the semifinal in Dallas, and now the first catch here for Isaiah Streets in the national championship game. And look, these two, they know each other. They've been friends, even though they may not have been playing together out on the field in live action on Saturdays. But they do have a lot of practice reps together. They spent a ton of time this last week after practice trying to get that chemistry better. And what Isaiah Streets told him, hey, just get it in my catch radius. I'll do the rest. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Back to throw now on first down. Pressure comes and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw here. Going to throw right side here, complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Well, that student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That chunk play woke them up. It is starting to get really, really loud in here as this offense nowhere to escape, and he goes down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd and long. And he's going to go down again. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll drop the throw. That is caught. It's Streets. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon. Isaiah Streets there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe you're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he's going to have the connection to Foster. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. The Oregon Ducks looking for that elusive first national title. Of course, they've been in the National College Football Playoff before behind Marcus Mariota following the 2014 season. And they beat Florida State that year before falling 42-20 in the championship game. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. He may try and run for them. And I think the ball's out. It's going the other way. And some room to maneuver.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end.
Ready? 50, plant.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man here, Streets. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. There's this out for Streets. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carlson.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Flushed out right. This one complete to Streets. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. He'll drop to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he's got it, and he'll be out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The Ducks will come up now on a 1st and goal situation. He'll look to throw, and that'll be caught. Touchdown, Oregon.